Written by Wendigo Roar. I'm a bit of a nerd. I tend to hold on to that pretty tightly since I don't really have anything else to go with. I don't have any friends, I'm not athletic in the slightest, so I spend most of my time online watching fail videos on YouTube. I guess it's fun, but really it's just a way to fill the time. I've been learning more about the dark web lately. It seems like every show for boomers is currently using it as some great, faceless evil. If it scares my parents, even though they know nothing about it, then of course I'm going to be a little curious. Some general research led me to downloading the Tor browser and doing some basic searching about. The whole .onion thing at the end of web addresses seems super dumb, but whatever. It was exciting to be doing something that I knew my parents didn't want me to. It's a thrill, and I don't have too many of those in my life. Most people in my school are going out and trying beer or hoping to get someone in their bed, and I'm goofing off on the dark web. I swear, this isn't the origin of a serial killer. I'm just shy in social situations. Occasionally, the ads are pretty weird and messed up on Tor. So much porn. Guns, white supremacists, survivalists. I haven't seen any human trafficking stuff, which, believe me, huge relief. The truth is, I'm pretty straight edge. Playing on the dark web is as dangerous as I get, and I like to stay in the safe areas. I just dip my toes in to feel that taste of excitement. Something has to fill the void of having no friends. So, when I saw that ad that blared, "Program your own friend," in bright pink and red letters, with a fuzzy stuffed puppy pictured below it, I suppose I was pretty much the perfect target audience. I clicked on it. I went to a site that had lots of fluffy clouds and pictures of tons of different stuffed animals. It was like the place in the mall where you make your own stuffed animal, but way bigger. They had everything. Llamas, narwhals, platypuses, or are they platypi? Squid, a three-legged dog with a little set of wheels scaled to its size. There were even baby doll-looking ones, but let's be real here. That's just creepy. In the middle of the page was a button that said, "Design your friend." I clicked on it and it took me to a chat screen. Text started to appear on my screen. "Hello, friend. I can't wait to be your best friend and love you forever. I just need a little help to get to know you. Answer my questions, and I'll be able to be the best friend you ever had. Are you ready to get started? Just type your answer below." I stared at the flashing cursor for a second before I decided that it couldn't hurt to play around with the design program. I didn't have to get anything. "I'm ready," I typed. "That's so wonderful. Let's get started. If you were to have the very bestest fuzzy friend ever, what animal would they be?" I thought for a minute. I wanted to say something fun. "A gorilla," I typed. "That's so fun. I love apes too. I am one after all. Because I'm going to be your very bestest friend ever. What color would your gorilla best friend be?" "Light purple," I typed immediately, getting into the process. "Such a wonderful color. Now, I want to be the very bestest friend I can be. What would you want me to be able to do to be your friend?" I thought for a moment. "Could you talk to me?" I typed. "Of course. Talking is what friends do, silly. What else?" "I'd like to be able to snuggle you." "I love snuggles. Heart. What else?" "Could you help me make my family pay more attention to me? They always ignore me and pay attention to my older brother." I typed. "I'd be happy to do that. What are bestest friends for, after all? What else?" "Can I take some more time to think about it?" "Of course. You can always tell me what else you need me to do after I've arrived, and I'll update myself. Also, I want to tell you about a super special offer. The people who help me be your very bestest friends are a new company,
and really need some customer reviews to show their product is great. You have been randomly selected to be a product tester. If you are willing to leave a detailed review of why I am the very bestest friend ever, then I can come be your friend for free. Is that okay?
I was so into the thing, my fingers answered almost as if they were on autopilot. Yes.
Wonderful. If you give me your address, then I will be there in 2 to 4 business days.
I hesitated for a second, leery of giving my address, but figured it was public information anyways. And it wasn't like I'd given them my name, so it was probably okay. And honest, I wanted a new friend. I typed in my address.
I can't wait to see you. This chat will automatically close.
A couple seconds later, it did. The wait was agonizing. I rushed home from school each day to see if I had a package, terrified of explaining it if my mom checked the mail first. Don't worry, Mom, I just gave our address out to a random website on the dark web. It's totally no big deal. Yeah, right. Finally, 3 agonizing business days later, I checked the mail. There was a large box with our address. There was no name, although I hadn't given them one, so that made sense. No return address either, but what else could it be? I ran up the stairs to my room and plopped the box down on the floor. Grabbing scissors off my desk, I sliced the box open. Inside, there was a light purple gorilla and a single sheet of paper. I grabbed the gorilla out of the box. It was amazing. It was so soft and squishy, and while I could feel thin wires running through it on the inside, there were no hard, chunky pieces in it like all other talking, snuggling stuffed animals. I loved it already. "Hi," I said to it. Nothing. "Are you my new friend?" Nothing. This was disappointing, but I guess it's still a cool stuffed animal. I reached back in the box and pulled out the sheet of paper. Across the top it said, "How to turn on your new best friend for the first time." Part of me was intensely embarrassed that I had somehow not thought to immediately look for directions. Thankfully, no one had witnessed that dumb moment. The directions were pretty basic. There was a key phrase I had to speak, made up of random words that wouldn't usually be heard together, so that he didn't get turned on by accident. I was just about to say the phrase when I heard my mom come home. She yelled from downstairs for me to come help set the table for dinner. I guess I would activate my new friend after dinner. Dinner seemed to take forever. As soon as I was done washing the dishes, I ran up to my room. But then my mom yelled at me to do my homework, so I got that done. Then I had to take a shower, brush my teeth, take out the trash. Finally, everything was done and it was time for bed. I told my parents and my brother goodnight and went to bed. I turned off the lights, grabbed my small flashlight and the stuffed gorilla, and went over to the bed. I whispered the key phrase. Daffodil, cream, fart, propellant. There was a pause, and then the gorilla's mouth swung open.
"Hello, I'm your very bestest friend,"
it said in a loud, cartoony voice. I jumped, startled by the noise, and then rapidly threw the blankets over our heads. "Can you be quieter?" I hissed.
"Of course. Anything to make you happy,"
the gorilla said in a volume just above a whisper. "Thank you."
"You're welcome, bestest buddy."
"So, is there anything else we need to do to get you up and running?"
"I'm all set. Want to snuggle?"
Its voice was so sweet it sounded like tooth decay. Sure? I was not sure.
"Okay."
The gorilla crawled up the blankets to my chest, curled up and snuggled down into me. The gentle weight and slight warmth felt really comforting. All the days of anticipation had really taken it out of me, and now I felt really at peace, like I wasn't alone anymore. Before I knew it, I had dozed off to sleep. When I woke up, the gorilla was gone. Gorilla? I asked awkwardly, realizing I'd never given it a name. It didn't respond. I looked around my room, but I couldn't see it anywhere. What I did see, though, was a chat screen open on my computer.
Good morning, bestest friend. I'm out running some errands. But you can talk to me by sending messages here and I'll respond from wherever I am.
Where did you go? I typed.
You told me during setup that you wanted my help making friends and having your family pay more attention to you than your older brother, right?
Yeah, I typed.
Well, I'm working on the friend project. Do you know someone named Devon?
He's in my bio class.
He's headed over to your house right now. He wants to hang out. You'll probably be hearing him knocking in just a minute or two.
Devon never wanted anything to do with me. This was weird. Guess the gorilla was an amazing persuader. Okay, odd choice, but cool, I typed.
Don't worry. I'll help you make even more friends.
There was a knock on the door. Be right back, I typed. I ran downstairs and pulled open the door. It was Devon. He was shaking. His face was pale. Devon, you okay? I asked. I'm here to hang out, he forced out, his voice quavering. I brought him inside and shut the door. Dude, what's wrong? I asked. It's got my family, man. What? What's got your family? The purple gorilla. His voice was almost a whisper. He has them tied up in our basement. He said if I didn't come over to hang out and you didn't have a great time, he would kill all of them. And then Devon was overcome with emotion and started sobbing. I reached out and put my hand on his shoulder, but he shrugged it off. He hurt them, man. Just to prove he meant business, he hurt them. There was so much blood. It was everywhere. Stay right here. I'll be back, I said. I ran upstairs and back to my room, fell into my computer chair and started typing. What are you doing? I typed.
Helping you make friends. Everyone will love you as much as I do. Heart.
You hurt Devon's family.
I had to. Devon didn't understand, and he needed to understand. Now he's your friend.
This isn't right.
It's what you wanted to have, so you could be happy. I also talked to your family, and them paying too much attention to your brother will no longer be a problem. In fact, they won't be able to stop paying attention to you now. They're in the living room. Go see. I'll be home soon.
I shoved away from my desk and ran downstairs. In the living room, I saw something that will be burned into my memory for the rest of my life. My brother was on the ground, not moving, with purple splotches on his neck and a gray pallor to his face. He wasn't breathing. My parents sat in chairs, ropes tied around their arms and midsections, tape across their mouths. They seemed to be looking at everything intently. It took me a moment to figure out why. The gorilla was right. They wouldn't be able to stop watching me without eyelids. The front door opened and the light purple gorilla walked in.
Hello, my very bestest friend. I hope you liked your surprises. I would be very sad if you didn't like them. And I don't think you like me very much when I'm sad.
And with that, the light purple gorilla turned and walked up the stairs. Thank you for listening. You can probably handle another horror story, right?